Please welcome from Yad Sarah, the Director of the National Board of Trustees for Yad Sarah, Mr. Philip Bendheim.
Wow, two towering figures, figuratively and literally. They only gave me twice as long as Rabbi Grossman to speak, but I think I'll only use half the time. In any event, I'd like to start with a quote, a letter from a soldier written before going into battle into Gaza. And I quote, "I'm writing you this message on the way to the base. If you're reading this, something must have happened to me. As you know me, there's probably no one happier than me right now. It's not just that I was really happy for the realization of my dream. I'm happy and grateful for the privilege to protect our beautiful land and the people of Israel. Even if something happens to me, I don't want you to sink into sadness. I had the right to fulfill my dream and my vocation, and you can be sure that I look down on you and smile a huge smile." These are some of the last words of my grandnephew, Ben Zussman, Hashem Yikam Damo, who fell in battle in northern Gaza. He was 22 years old. Thank you, Nachum, for the kind introduction. I am proud to be here today representing Yad Sarah, Israel's largest non-governmental social and healthcare service provider. My mother, Else Bendheim, spent half her entire life dedicated to Yad Sarah, and it's in her legacy and personal request that I have the privilege to be here today in her honor, and in the honor of her great-grandchildren, Ben Zussman and Yosef Gedalia, another grandnephew of mine, who died fighting for Israel on Simchat Torah. I know all three of them are shining down on us, now smiling. It is in their memories and in the memory of all those whom have lost in this horrific war, and all the wounded, soldiers and citizens alike, that I turn to you today for your support, so that we can act today, during this difficult time, for life, for Am Yisrael in Eretz Yisrael. All the organizations you'll hear about today are very worthy causes that deserve your support. I've personally been blessed with a great zchus avot. Our family has supported a broad spectrum of exceptional institutions, from Bet Medrash Gavoa in Lakewood to Panovich in Bnei Brak, from Manhattan Day School to the Chorev schools, from Yeshiva University to Yeshivat Mir, from Yeshivat HaNegev to the establishment of the Conference of European Rabbis, to Shaarei Tzedek Hospital, where 5 generations of our family have and are involved. But for me, there is no other organization that I personally connect with more than Yad Sarah. Not just because my mother, Alei Shalom, who was nifteres just 1 year ago at the age of 99 and a half, established Friends of Yad Sarah 45 years ago, but because I believe so deeply in the essential role it plays in Israeli society and how it fills the gaps where the government falls short. I believe in Yad Sarah because it impacts almost every Israeli family, and because I see its impact every single day. I vetted it for you personally. Odds are, if you know somebody in Israel, they have or will be aided by Yad Sarah, and Yad Sarah is the only organization that I ask others to give to, as it covers the entire spectrum of Israel, the fabric that weaves us together. As a result of Yad Sarah's minimal overhead, 96 cents out of every dollar goes to its cause. This breadth and the chesed of our volunteers meant the difference between life and death on and after October 7th. When Hamas attacked Israel 95 days ago, Yad Sarah's 7,000 volunteers immediately responded. No invitation or phone call was needed. Yad Sarah was there with supplies, transportation, hospital equipment, and even accommodations for evacuees. We preempted. We were able to respond so quickly because Yad Sarah is always there and has been there for Israelis for over 50 years. We even opened 3 pop-up branches during the war to meet the needs of evacuees and hospitals. Our founder, Rav Uri Lopolyansky, and my mother, Alea Shalom, believed in the important connection between Israel and the diaspora. Your support strengthens us, and we need that lifeline now as we move forward with your help. You must know this is not just our mission, but yours as well. It's why we all find ourselves here today. For Yad Sarah, the tomorrow and the day after, and the week and the month and the years after are here today. As much as emergencies and crises have been part of our reality for a long time, we didn't plan for this war. Because we are agile, we were able to quickly reallocate resources and equipment that were readily available. However, our supplies need urgent replenishment. Help us rehabilitate Israel today, tomorrow, and for the years to come, from home front to home care, and returning as resilient members of society. Yad Sarah is the heart of Israel. Thank you. I just wanted to introduce you. One second. I was asked, people said, people really need to know what Yad Sarah does, where they're going, to try to wrap that all up in a minute. So I asked for a film to be produced that was received by WhatsApp on the way here. And we'd asked them to have some English subtitles written. So it's a 1-minute little clip that's a real story. At Yad Sarah, we don't need actors because of the 1 million or so people we help every year, every one of them has their own story, and this is one of those stories.
אני לא אשכח את הרגע הזה כשחזרנו הביתה מבית החולים אחרי שאלי נולד, וגם כשהוא נולד מחדש אחרי הפציעה. אז קנינו לו כיסא אוכל. היום הבאנו כיסא גלגלים מיד שרה. הייתי מנשקת אותו כל לילה במיטה. האמת, גם עכשיו. וההתרגשות מהצעד הראשון. הפעם זה אפילו יותר מרגש.
אנחנו ביד שרה בשיתוף צה"ל מסייעים לאלפי חיילים ואזרחים פצועי המלחמה לעבור את תהליך השיקום וההחלמה בבית ולהתחיל את החיים מחדש. לפרטים חפשו בגוגל יד שרה.